Okay, a big warm sweater has been equipped. Vitamin water has been acquired. It's time to watch. I can't even drink normally. I'm a mess. I feel like Harmony, who just got fired. I'm about to destroy my whole room. An emotional breakdown. All because of the show. Because I need to watch more. Because it's driving me crazy in the most enjoyable way possible. Anyway. Calm down. It is time for the last episode. For the finale of season 1 of Severance. The most unique show on television right now, possibly ever. I don't want to discuss anything. I cannot contain my excitement and the anticipation is killing me. I think we're just gonna watch. But before that, I must tell you that if you're watching this on YouTube, then the uncut version of this reaction is available on my Patreon and Ko-Fi pages, links in description, as well as uncut full-length reactions of future episodes. If you don't want to wait and want to watch now, or maybe just want to support me, then go check them out. But for now, let's watch. What's gonna happen? Wait, the Apple original, yeah. I was about to say it was glitching, right? That's such a nice touch, I like it. Oh my god. Where's Helly? What if Helly's here? Or maybe it's some sort of gala Egan's that Harmony was supposed to attend? I don't know, just speculating.
Sure, you're okay.
Yes, I'm sorry, I just I got a little woozy.
He's really maintaining control. He must be flipping out in his head.
The other way.
She noticed he's being weird. This is bad.
Right.
She was like the worst person he could have been talking when he transferred to his other self. This is definitely that corridor and Miss Casey went down to the test floor or something.
How many of those have you had?
Oh my god. Is this actually the gala with Egan's because she's here?
I was on with the board earlier. They're really grateful for this.
She's like really connected with people.
Gabby, this is Helena Egan.
What?
Oh my gosh.
What?
Helena.
What?
Finally meet you.
Likewise.
This is crazy. She's one of them? Why wouldn't they put her in some sort of higher up position then? Why is she just a regular worker that has no memories? I guess she wanted to separate from her work in that way, but still that position? This is crazy. Maybe they're testing her or something. She needs to prove herself somehow, or she needs to be gradually promoted. I have no idea. I have no idea what is happening. That is actually such a shock. This is a bigger shock than Mark's wife being Miss Casey. Oh my god, I did not expect her to be part of Egan's. Now it makes sense that they were like really postponing showing us her other life, and also how cutthroat her outie was. How cruel, because so far it seems to be like, I don't know, the traits that Egans have, or I don't know, there's something really like fishy enough about them, and she doesn't seem like a really nice person either. And also the fact that she threatened the other Helly, like if she keeps doing it, she's gonna make her life hell, like she has some sort of influence. But also, she actually didn't really do anything to her after she almost killed herself, which is interesting. So maybe she doesn't really have that much influence after all. Or maybe she just was lying just to intimidate her, but didn't actually want to do anything to her. Who knows? Wait, is he required to be holding it like this the whole time? Oh, I thought that he would like need to like flip some sort of switches simultaneously, but then he would be able to let go, but guess not. In that case, I feel like it was really essential for 2 people to be left behind, or at least a smarter move.
So Rebecca smells weird.
Rebecca smells weird.
Is he gonna assume that's his wife and baby? Hope not.
How's our baby?
Oh no.
I'm gonna assume you mean that in the It Takes a Village sense, and she's good.
My cat also flipped out at him saying that. Oh, I was enjoying that. The paint kind of reminds me of that black goo that was dropping on his keyboard and like sipping out from the ceiling. I wonder if those things are connected. Maybe it was the memories of him painting those paintings. Oh, hug that dog. So sweet. Actually, I heard that dogs don't like to be hugged, but I'm not sure if that's true.
It might have been a wiser move for your sister to put off introducing the child until after tonight's event.
At least now he
You don't
knows
have
that
to
it's
wait.
his sister.
Obviously, the child is an absolute angel.
That's my sister? His sister has the baby. And Corell is here?
Okay, maybe don't say any of this out loud.
I have small eyes, so I have to read pretty close.
Okay, well, I'm sure that'll be fine if you'll
I don't
excuse
think
me.
that's how it works.
I pumped, so it's Miller time. Okay, so like.
Good thing he didn't like try to kiss her or anything. That would have been horrible and a disaster.
Can we talk privately? I just have
Okay,
to...
my dearest ones, we're nearing that hour, so if you'd all peacefully waft into
Okay,
the living
let's talk
room.
at the face for
Bad timing. Was he in the military or something? The medals, living alone, the dog kind of seems like a veteran's lifestyle.
Hey, there you are.
Angelo, great to see you.
You too.
Helena, this is
This is so crazy.
Arteta.
Helena, nice to meet you.
I've got to hop
Wait,
backstage.
I just realized, I think that it's those
Way to
people,
see you,
right?
Natalie.
The birthing cabin people.
Wow, 3 kids.
Couldn't have done it without a little help. I mean, the idea that people would want to outlaw Severance.
Yeah, she was using Severance to deal with the burst. I expected something fishier to be involved there. Still shady though.
Well, seeing that and seeing you and hearing what you have to say, all of this could really make a difference.
Uh-oh, she will have to give a speech. Is she gonna blow her cover? Maybe on
please,
purpose. She
thank the
seems
Father.
a little bit unhinged. I really like the glitching and disconnection, poor connection noises.
Mark, can you hold that?
Oh my god. Yes. How is he gonna react to actually seeing the man though? Is he gonna interact with him? He's like his hero, his role model.
You can't unring the bell. Ringing app, apparently.
His idol. Meanwhile, he's this dorky, silly guy. I love it.
Eleanor, I love you.
My brother-in-law.
Wolfgang Mozart killed another boy by slamming his head in a piano. Don't worry.
Is that true?
My research for this book has proven the claim untrue.
Oh. Thank you for telling me.
Can I look at her
Referred
book
to
too?
as me
I can crane.
can hold over a reader.
Is she suspicious of him?
It's great to meet you, Helena.
How can
Out
you
of all
mean
the
different things
days,
to millions?
it's this one. Out of all the time in the day, it's this time
Perhaps
when she
most
needs to
importantly.
give this speech. This crazy.
Are you?
Oh my god. How is she supposed to talk about the other her if she doesn't really know anything about her? Except that she tried to kill herself. But ironically, she can give the best Helly story now that she is actually that Helly. What is Irving gonna find? There has to be something crazy about him, right? Too. Not like he's crazy, but like something, like a reveal, an interesting piece of information about his life. What is in that case? Okay, so he was in the military. Or was his dad in the military but not him? Guess he could have followed in his footsteps, I don't know. Or just keeps his things out of respect. Sentimentality. Or a double bottom.
Creatures from the leaping cat to the cowering shrew think of themselves as you.
I don't know which
Enter for
section
the
I'm more
universe.
interested in. Like which
Yet the
setting
cat
with
eats
each
the
character.
shrew,
They're
and
all
we,
so interesting
like
to me.
Schrodinger,
Every time it switches, I'm both frustrated and curious and excited.
I'm gonna have to change my name again.
What a wordsmith.
Oh my god.
Mr. Hale, Rickon.
You sound like a sad old hamburger waiter prattling on about sauces. You hamburger waiter, what the is
Is
that?
this gonna
Jesus, why
be
do I ever
a
open my
never meet
buffoon
your
mouth?
heroes moment, or is
It's
he still
going
gonna
great.
be
I mean,
impressed?
The book is brilliant.
Okay, Mark, thank you. You don't have to say that. I'm well aware of how I come across to you.
Oh no.
I mean it. Your book, it opened up the world for me.
Mark, are you okay?
This book changed my whole life.
You actually read it.
Rickon, are we friends?
I know I sometimes
This is
make you
gonna
feel
change
less
their
than for having had the
relationship now.
procedure.
Like with the other Mark.
You had to deal with Gemma's passing in the way that was best for you.
Uh-oh.
You know, I was scrolling through old pictures this morning and I found one of the four of us on the crest hike.
Is he gonna
Have that
see
on
the
your
picture?
Sure.
Oh my god,
Should.
oh my god, oh my god, he's gonna see it's Miss Casey. Oh my
Rickon,
god.
the neti pot is warm.
Oh, thank you.
Show
boss.
it to him.
Mark, I need to flush my sinuses. But thank you.
I can't believe this. I can't believe this. He needs to see it. He will, he will.
Mark, I was worried about you.
Oh, I'm fine.
I'm so agitated.
Going to check on my sister.
When you hugged me before, you suddenly became tense. What was that?
Oh no. She's very perceptive.
Well, you did. You're tense now.
Yeah, sorry, it's just parties.
I guess she's used to watching people and analyzing their behavior.
About your plans.
Oh no, she's checking.
Of course.
Tell me more.
She's onto him.
I'll be right back. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, thanks, Miss Cobell.
Oh my god. Oh my god, no. You shouldn't have assumed she has the same name. But I get how he did. Because they do have like same names. The last names are usually like redacted, abbreviated, but the other names are real, and so he assumed her last name was real or something. I don't know, but oh my god. He totally blew his cover. She's probably gonna retrieve him and give that information to the board, and they're gonna accept her back to her position. Hope she doesn't threaten the baby.
I'm all yours.
Is he gonna trust her? Can he trust her? I think he can.
So one of the things you learn growing up as an Egan is that the workers are our family. I remember being confused about that as a kid because I thought that meant I had a few 100,000 literal brothers and sisters scattered around the world.
Very funny.
My dad used to make me recite the 9 core principles before bed every night, which I can't say I always did happily.
Like
Sorry,
saying a
Dad.
prayer. Definitely religious undertones.
And I would never, ever ask them to do anything that I'm not willing or physically to do myself.
Interesting.
But I took a separate job because it sounds freaking awesome.
Awesome in what way? Is that her selling point? That's freaking awesome, dude. Go get yourself severed. You're gonna be one happy family. So, is he like against Lumen? Did he try to integrate himself to like, destroy it from within? But without memories, how can he do it? Or maybe he hoped for this to happen? Bert. Is he gonna visit him? I was wondering if they're ever gonna meet on the outside. He probably doesn't have enough time to visit him, or does he? Would it even matter if they, like, the bird from outside doesn't recognize him and is a different person?
Helena. You look so nice. Like a film.
He looks remarkably like his wax figure himself.
Are you still in pain?
No. Not anymore.
Surprised he didn't demand her to quit.
And one day, you will sit with me at my revolving.
Revolving?
You'll be all right for the speech.
Of course.
I remember you said to me, "It's so pretty, Daddy. Everybody in the whole world should get one." They will.
Brainwashed since a young age.
They'll all be Kier's children.
Like a hive mind.
Mr. Egan.
So she's like a poster child to lead by example. Kind of a sacrificial lamb in a way too. Maybe she even wanted to quit after her Ini almost killed her, but couldn't because of this, how much responsibilities on her shoulders, all the expectations of her family, or just the ideals that she also actually shares with them.
I could be sorry.
She's saying what she said in the break room. I really want her to give a speech as Helly that is severed, to see like what she can say, how they all would react. Oh god, I hope Irvin makes it in time. I feel like he won't, or like he will arrive there and get a glimpse of Bert, or like get to say hi, or just meet his eyes, and then he snaps back to the other Irvin. I don't know. Maybe he's gonna see that the other Bert is happy without him, maybe has a family, or is the kind of person that he just wouldn't like. So many possibilities. Wait, he probably doesn't even know how to drive. This is bad. I don't know how to drive. I have no idea what I would have done in this situation. Probably taking a bus. Are there buses here? I hope he doesn't get in a car crash.
You swear you're not fucking with me.
I swear.
This is so insane.
I hope he gets to see
Place
a
like
photo
inspectors
of
or whatever.
his
Is that a
wife
thing?
before he
Inspectors?
gets switched back.
He lost his wife. You lost your wife. A little before you started at Lumen.
Gemma.
Show him.
She was just still in your veins, you know, making everything hurt. Which is why
She
I guess
doesn't
you
see him
thought
as a
the
different
severed
person. She
job
she
would-
talks to him like he's still her brother, and like she's not alarmed or afraid.
It's a nice name, Gemma.
Yeah.
Show him. I'm gonna be so frustrated if he switches before he sees her. Maybe it's how it's gonna end. He does see her and then cut to black. Oh, it's Harmony. Whew. What are the chances? And of course he's ignoring her. Oh, okay, he picked up. I'm surprised that Milchick hasn't been told by the performers that Dylan left. Or maybe they just assumed he was done with it and went home. They really need to have more people around, like guards.
God damn it! Kill it! Kill it!
Is he gonna get in trouble for this?
Dylan,
Is
open
he
the
just gonna
door!
get break room
Mr.
time or
Milchick!
something worse?
Dylan! Dylan!
What if they fire him?
Jesus, I totally forgot. Cobell. Why is
no,
Cobell
he's gonna
here?
realize it's not her name.
My boss from Lumen, Ms. Cobell, she's at this party.
What are you talking about?
Tell her to.
She's dressed different, kind of a flowy purple outfit, silver hair.
Oh my god.
Mark, are you talking about Mrs. Selvig?
Maybe, but her name is Harmony Cobell.
And she works at Lumen?
At least he'll let her know. She's gonna let the other Mark know. But he should realize that I guess he probably doesn't remember he addressed her. The tensions are growing with each passing minute. I am so anxious. Also, she looks like a woman on a mission. She's definitely gonna blow her cover and give a crazy speech. If she has time, that is. Oh my god.
Doing this, man.
If Mark didn't screw up
You are
by
the refiner of
calling the
quarter.
wrong name, they could have had so much more time to do what they need to do.
Is Mrs. Selvig there? Mrs. Selvig? She has Eleanor.
Oh my god. Did she leave with the baby?
What did you say?
She took the baby as a hostage?
What is going on?
Oh my god, her car's gone!
This is
I gave her the
horrible.
baby!
Have we looked everywhere?
Yes!
Okay, let's go inside and look.
Mark probably feels so guilty because in a way he did cause this. But then again, they needed to know she's a snake because she was getting close to the baby regardless. Who knows what she could have pulled even without this happening, especially in her mental unstable state. Why did she take the baby? Is it just to like blackmail Mark? To have leverage on him?
Just say the word and I'll get you a coffee cozy literally right now, Dylan. Come on, man. I want to remember my fucking kid being born.
Fair.
You have two others.
Oh, wow.
I can tell you about them. Just open the door and I'll tell you their names. Come on, Dylan.
Yeah, right. Can't trust him. I'm surprised he's been holding it like this whole time. He barely reached it, but now he's somehow holding it still. Good on him. Where's the baby?
I'll tee you up. Just stick to the talking points. Use the line about how you see your innie as your sister. They'll love that.
If only she could somehow show them that her innie, her sister, almost killed herself. Oh. Oh my god, is he just gonna stare longingly? Oh no, he has a family. Of course. As predicted, all he got to see was just him from afar, and then that he has a family already. He has no place in his life. It's so sad.
Baby room.
Irvin is all alone.
Have all these rooms been checked?
At work and at home.
Devin, she's here. I found
Okay.
her.
I was so lost in my thoughts I didn't realize the baby was safe. That's good at least. Yeah, it didn't really make sense, I think, for Harmony to take her. Oh my god.
Dylan?
What, was she there? Was his wife there? I didn't see it. I think she was on the right, but I'm not sure. Oh my god.
Puts the human being at the center of industry.
Oh my god. Is it you? I didn't realize that this was happening at the Lumen building.
It is you, isn't it?
I'm gonna kill your company.
Your company? Who the hell do you think you are? No. Your friends are gonna suffer.
Was it smart to reveal herself? I guess she spotted her right away anyway.
In pain. You're on.
Good. She has no time to expose her or stop her. Actually, I feel like she would have still tried, right? Like, what's stopping her from trying, at least letting somebody know? But at the same time, she got fired. She should kind of want to let them all burn. I guess she wants back, maybe. I don't know. I knew everything would be happening at the same time. The speech, the reveal of Mark's wife, Irvin and Bert. Yes! Okay, here she definitely looks like Miss Case, even with the smile.
My name is Helly.
What is the point of like disturbing Bert? Oh my god.
And everything they told you about Severance
God,
is a
everything's
lie.
happening at once. I'm so overwhelmed. He needs to find his sister and tell her that his wife is alive and she's at Lumen.
We're not happy. We're miserable.
God.
They torture us
God,
down there.
oh my god. He won't have enough time.
We're prisoners.
At least she kind of did so. Oh my god. He didn't say her name though. Oh my god, I have full body shivers. No! This is so cruel. This is so cruel to everyone who watched this when it was coming out. It must have been so frustrating for them to wait. Like, I don't know, I think it was years, like, I don't know, several years of waiting between season 1 and 2. And they had to wait that whole time after this finale, after that ending of the episode. That is insane. I can't even think of any other more cruel cliffhanger with a bigger time gap in between seasons than this one. It definitely takes the cake. This is insane. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. My love for the show has been growing through this watch more and more, and this past few episodes it just escalated. If it was like taking steps in the beginning and maybe in the middle too, the steps get larger, I guess, but the past few episodes, especially past 2 episodes, there have been like giant leaps in my adoration of this series. That was amazing. That was great. That was perfect, honestly. Especially like seeing that I know that there's more for me to watch right away, so I'm not like upset and frustrated that much at least. So I just feel this enjoyment and satisfaction. I think it was a great finale. It was just a great episode in general, and so much has been given, like the answers and questions and big reveals and so many long-awaited interactions and like information dump and so much growing tension through both of these episodes. This was phenomenal. I don't even feel sick anymore. This cured me. Whatever the bug that I caught yet again, gone. I feel amazing. Not really, but still, I feel a lot of adrenaline. I was anxious the whole time, holding my breath. I really want to watch more, but at the same time, I feel like I need a breather. I feel like I need to just sit with this and process it in my head because I feel so overwhelmed. I love the show. I don't want it to ever end. I want it to go on forever. And I want there to be more series like this one, but I don't think that there are, fortunately. I don't know if Mark's sister, Devin, finally learned her name, I think. I don't know if Devin is gonna interpret his last words to her, the outie Mark's words, correctly, if she's gonna realize that he's speaking about his wife. I think that that is the most logical assumption to make, but at the same time, she's so convinced that she's dead. That is her reality that she had to live with for a while, and it's like usually that's just not something that happens to normal people, you know. Somebody who died in a car crash suddenly alive, that is the stuff of like soap opera. They discovered that deceased spouse is actually alive and suffers from amnesia, or that they have an evil twin. That is the kind of stuff that only happens in those like cheap soaps. I'm afraid that she's not gonna believe that that is what's happening, but hopefully she will at least contemplate it and say that to other Mark, and maybe he will believe it. At least it would be something on his mind, maybe worth looking into, especially seeing that he's still not over his wife, but he was getting there. That's why he wanted to leave, I think. That's why he wanted to quit. So I think he was on the verge of making peace with his wife's death, but I don't think that he's definitely over it and let go entirely. So all his feelings and him being hauled up on her is gonna be rejuvenated if he has this little hope. So it's interesting how he was almost like he was on the precipice of getting over it, but now he's gonna be pulled back with this new information. And I don't know what's gonna happen with Helly's side of things. I don't know how many people were there at the gala. I assume that's what it was. I don't know if what was happening was being recorded or if it was a direct transmission, like if it was being shown on TV. I imagine if it was a recording, it could be destroyed, but if it was something that people were just watching live, the truth would be out for sure. I don't remember if there were cameras and reporters on site. Even if there is no way just common people at home seeing that, and even if there's no recording, and if it's destroyed and never gets out, there's still word of mouth. There was still people who can spread the rumors. I don't think that everyone there had Egan's best interests in mind, or this like malicious intent and the complete lack of caring for the workers at Lumen on the 7th floor. So even one person that has any sort of moral compass pointing in the right direction, any ethical comprehension, even one person would be enough for them to like talk and spread the word and for others to know. This speech was really important to get the message across that it is something that is a good idea to get severed. Helgi's outie was supposed to sell that idea to common people to attract the masses, and now the Ini Helgi did the opposite, so it probably will have some sort of ripple effect. I don't know what they can do to manage it, to do some damage control. I don't know if that's even possible at this point, and I don't know what consequences all three of them are gonna suffer after this. And speaking of the third of them, Irvin, I don't know what he was trying to achieve exactly by ambushing Bert like that, because this Bert obviously doesn't know him, but I guess he got emotional. But at the same time, even if he did resurface, if he could like trigger the other Bert in him, he can see that there's a person with a life, there's a person with a, I assume, husband, so there's no place for him there. And I guess maybe because outies displayed lack of caring for Inis and their feelings and personal lives, he doesn't really care for that bird's life and feelings, and if he could trigger the other bird in him and like steal him away from his artist's life, then he would do it. But at the same time, he couldn't do it by just talking to him. But again, he was acting desperate emotionally, so I don't think that he was thinking clearly. After everything he went through, it does make sense for him to snap. I hope that he doesn't get in big trouble for it. I hope that he's gonna be fine. I hope they're all gonna be fine. I am pretty attached to them now. I'm invested in these characters. I like all of them. I don't think I liked Mark and Helly that much in the beginning. I was kind of neutral on them, and maybe with a little bit dislike for Mark because he was so adamant to follow the rules, kind of scared and unsure. But it does make sense for him to behave like that, but it was just hard to root for him then. But it was interesting to see his character progression, and it did make sense. So he grew on me for sure, and so did Haley. My favorites are still Irvin, Dylan, and Miss Casey. I don't know what happened to Miss Casey, by the way. She went to the test floor. What are they gonna be testing there? Is she just gonna be stuffed away there? Like she can't leave, but she can't work. She's fired, but she's not released. I don't know what they're testing exactly for memories. It's all really confusing and weird still. Like not just her fate, but even how she ended up there. How could she have possibly been known as dead, but then resurfaced at Lumen's floor? It's really strange. And Milchick and Harmony were both aware of her identity, so that's interesting. I'm very curious about all of their fates. I will find out soon for sure, maybe tomorrow. I really need to rest now and hopefully get healthy again as quickly as possible. But regardless, I really enjoyed this episode. I enjoyed this season so much. It's amazing, and I've heard honestly that season 2 is even crazier and better, and I believed it and was excited for it when I was like, I don't know, in the beginning, in the middle of season 1. But after watching this past couple of episodes, I can't even imagine it getting any better, and I'm so much more excited knowing that it will in fact get even better. That is crazy, that is insane, and also so cool. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this reaction, and if you did, like and subscribe and maybe leave a comment. But for now, bye.